we're good to go. We got the audio fixed. Okay, hello everybody. I apologize for that at the beginning. Just making sure we have everything up and running here. So, welcome to class. My name is Sagen, and I will be doing the health science classes English for health sciences. And today, this is class number 3 for me, coming to you from Spokane, Washington in the United States of America. So this is from the Smrt English Curriculum, and this works together with the Canadian College of English Language and the Spokane College of English Language. So let's see. So maybe I know some of you have joined me before. Let's see who's in class today. All right. Hello, Miguel. Welcome to class, Miguel. Tara, nice to see you again. Welcome back. Yusuf, glad to see you. I see you're looking forward to seeing Zach. Unfortunately, Zach is not here today, but I am. Like I said, my name is Sagen, so welcome. Glad you like Zach, though. Morad, welcome back. Kareem is here with working with me, helping to moderate the class, so thank you, Kareem. Let's see who else we got here. Savannah, hi, welcome. Luciano, welcome. Yanina, welcome. Andrea, Abdulaziz, hello everybody. So, like I said, I am currently in Spokane, Washington. Let me show you a little map just so you can get, for those of you who are new, an idea of where I am. There are two Washingtons in the United States of America. And I'm going to pull up a map here so you can see which Washington that I'm in. All right. So here we go. All right. Let's find a nice large map. All right. So this here, even make it a little bit bigger. This is a map of the United States of America. The Washington maybe you've heard about is Washington, D.C. This is the capital of the United States, located right here. I'm way over here, the other side of the country, in the state of Washington, located in Spokane, right here, Spokane, Washington. So you've probably seen other teachers, maybe Josh or Neil, from Spokane, from the Spokane College of English Language, and also teachers from Vancouver in Canada, from the Canadian College of English Language. So we work together as a partnership to make this class. The curriculum comes from something called Smrt English. And Smrt English is, this is what the page looks like. If you're interested in checking it out, you can go to this webpage. The URL is right up here. And if you can't see that, that's smrtenglish.com/SCEL. There's also a page for the Canadian College of English Language. And on this page, you can see some of our curriculum. You can see some locations where we have programs. Again, there we are in Spokane, also in Vancouver. You can see we're all over the world. You can also get information about our programs and find information about how to sign up. So beginning the week of September 19th, these classes will be running for 9 weeks, and anyone can register, but you'll sign up for the class and it will be a closed class. So you will have your group of students you participate with online. You'll have your same teacher, same times every week. Until then, we are doing like sample classes. So this class, like the last two that I gave, are like an idea to kind of help you understand a little bit about what the class will be, about what we're doing here at Spokane and Canada College of English Languages, and maybe if you're interested in the class and what you can get out of it. So again, welcome to everyone. I see Kareem is doing a great job welcoming everybody. We've got people from all over the world with us today, and we're very happy that you're here. So, let's get to the lesson. The lesson we are going to do today is another reading lesson. And for this lesson, again, I recommend having a notebook like this. Here, let's switch it over to, we'll go back to this. Here we go, a little bit closer up. So I recommend having a notebook. Notebook is good because you can write down information. Like we'll be going through some reading. There'll be some vocabulary words, and maybe you want to take notes. We'll also have some discussion questions. We'll have some, like, I'll type a question on a page, and then you will be able to respond in the chat feature. Or maybe I'll ask a question and I'll, for example, question 1 here, I will ask the question and then you will have a few minutes to answer. So it's helpful to use a notebook to write down, just to take notes like you're in a face-to-face person class. You might want to have a pen also if you have a notebook. That is very useful. Another good option that someone pointed out last time was maybe you want to take notes on your laptop. So you can take notes on Microsoft Word, Google Docs, whatever platform you like the best. So if there are any questions during the class at any point, feel free to write your questions into the chat feature, and either Kareem or myself will see them, and we will make sure to answer your questions. All right, so let's get into the lesson. So what we're doing today is a lesson on reading again, and we'll probably encounter some new vocabulary. We'll go over some pronunciation. We'll go over some strategies for reading paragraphs, for understanding well in English. So this will be our reading passage here. And again, if you have any questions or any thoughts as we're going, feel free to type it into the chat and we will respond to you. So to start, let's start. There we go. Sorry, I didn't know I wasn't showing the screen. Here is our lesson. In continuing with the theme of health, English related to health sciences, we'll be doing a reading passage today. Reading passage on junk food, stress, and exercise. So remember last time we talked about quitting smoking, and then 2 classes ago we did some vocabulary work. This time we're going to be practicing a reading section again. So let's start with a couple of these discussion questions just to get ourselves thinking about the topic, thinking about junk food, stress, and exercise. So what I'll do, make this a little bit bigger. There we go. And let's start with question number 1 here. The question is, how much does diet and stress have an impact on your life? So what I'll do is I will give you a few minutes to think about the question and then write down a response into the chat. And maybe try to make a really good sentence. So try to make your best sentence for this. So not just how much does diet and stress have an impact on your life. Maybe writing something like some or a little bit. That's kind of a weak answer. See how great of a sentence you can write for this. So make it as good as you can. And what I will do is give you about 2 minutes to do the reading and to write a really good sentence, and then I'll come back on the screen and we'll discuss those answers and we'll discuss your responses a little bit. So here we go. All right, so we are coming back on here. We're going to look at the answers from some of our questions. We'll turn the camera back on. And hello, welcome back. All right, so we have a few great questions here. And if anyone else is still answering the question, feel free to type your answer in. There is also a slight delay between the video and the typing chat. So if sometimes the timing is a little bit different. So we'll be watching and we'll be looking for more answers as they're coming in. So the few answers that we got are great. So let's see. Our first question we've got here is from Kieran. Welcome, Kieran. Bad eating habits and a stressful life can affect your health. Absolutely. That's true. How does it affect your health? That's something we're going to read about today. So, yes, very good answer. They do affect your health. Affect is very similar to the word impact. So, nice job using a synonym between impact and effect. That's awesome. Let's see, from Luciana, bad eating habits and a stressful life can affect your health. Also true, yeah, and very good. We have some more synonyms here. We have impact, we have effect. Sorry, I think I mixed up your answers. Kieran said stress and diet have great impact on an individual's life. Yes, both are great answers. So we're going to read a little bit more about both of those. Let's see. We've got Tara here. I actually really like Tara's answer. So her answer is, stress can take over your life. Like me when I stress eat, but I'm trying my best to stop stress eating. So what she's doing is making a connection between someone having stress and responding with a poor diet. So maybe you feel really stressed out, you're worried, you're anxious, you don't feel happy or good, and so you just eat and eat and eat and eat, and that's something that's very easy for me to do. So I understand. Like when I'm feeling stressed out, I really like to just eat a lot of French fries or ice cream, food that's not healthy for me, but definitely like for the moment makes you feel better. So again, we're going to discuss that a little bit more, but nice job, Tara, connecting some different ideas in there between diet and stress and how they might impact someone's life. Let's see, some more questions, more answers here. Let's see. Yeah, and Kieran has a follow-up answer to the question here. Diet and stress have a great impact on individuals, both personal and professional life. Yeah, that's true. If you feel good, you'll be happy. If you have a low level of stress and you eat well, you'll be glad to socialize. Your personal life will probably be more healthy, and your professional life. When you're at work, you have more energy, more focus. You're ready to communicate with people. So yeah, very good answer as well. Let's see. Morad, welcome to class, Morad. Morad says, diet and stress make major differences on a person's life. Yeah, also true. Exactly the things we've been talking about. So, good answer. Let's see. Luciana. So Luciana says, we need time to enjoy ourselves and relieve the stress as well as diminish anxiety. The pressure provoked by everyday routine makes us eat in a hurry and be careless about our diet. Ooh, also very good answer. 2 sentences, some little more complex sentences here. And yeah, making more connections between stress, like daily stress, being busy maybe, not making us stressed, and that how that affects anxiety. Anxiety is very similar to stress. So stress is an idea that says, like, you just feel very tense, very tight. Like maybe an emotion for stress would be like, not angry, but like stressed, and then anxious is like similar to worried. Like you feel like your stomach has butterflies in it. Maybe you feel like very kind of on edge. So yeah, they're similar ideas. They're related to each other. And she's making some analysis here. Analysis was one of our vocabulary words last week. Analysis about how stress can affect people and what people's needs are in relationship to stress. So people have a need to relieve stress, do something enjoyable, something relaxing. And then Luciana mentions talking about the pressure from everyday routine, everyday life. Those are the things you were doing things you regularly do. Makes us eat in a hurry and be careless about our diet. Absolutely. So you are trying to wake up in the morning, maybe spend some time with your family, eat breakfast, get to work, all in a short amount of time, so you eat really fast, and you maybe have a short lunch break in the middle of the workday, so you have to, again, eat really fast. And you get home and you have other work to do at home, and you have to, try to get food in there. It makes us careless about our diet because you're not focusing on the meal, you're focusing on how fast can I eat, how I don't have time for this, I don't have time, and that can make you stressed. So, let's see some other questions here. Yanina says, also welcome Yanina, welcome to class. At this period of lifetime, I'm feeling less stressful and trying to take good care of my health. Also, I try to find solutions to avoid stress and the result of its unhealthy diet. Yeah, that's wonderful. If you're in a place in life where you feel like you have a good balance, maybe you don't feel very stressed out, we say. You don't feel like you have too much stress, but you're able to relax and take care of yourself and eat a nice diet and feel very well. Absolutely, that's really good. That's a good way to be. So congratulations, nice work. And then let's see here. Godria, excuse me if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly, says that they can't eat when they feel stressed. Yeah, that's the opposite, and also a very common response. Some people, when they are stressed, they feel very they just want to eat and eat and eat. That's me. And some people, when they're stressed, they can't eat at all. They have no appetite. Appetite means how much food you want to eat. So yeah, that's a very good answer as well. And it's a real thing that happens to people. So Miguel says, stress is one of the main causes of illness. If your brain doesn't work properly, your body would react to those issues. So yeah, the idea is you're not giving yourself the kind of nutrition, at least I believe this is what you're saying. You're not giving yourself the kind of nutrition that you need. And so your brain is not working right, and so your body is not responding well. You could maybe get sick, you have some kind of illness. So absolutely. And then also Miguel adds that some kinds of foods contribute to being stressed or getting stressed. Absolutely. So maybe if your body needs certain nutrients and you eat the wrong thing for your body, then maybe you are more stressed out. So maybe your body needs vitamins and minerals from vegetables and some proteins from meats and some good carbohydrates from some kind of starch, but you're only eating candy. Well, you're not going to get the right kind of nutrition, and you will probably feel more stressed out. You won't be operating at your best. So, all right. So thank you everyone for all of your answers here. I'll just look and see. I think that is all of the response. So let's move on to our reading section. So, here we go. Reading this section. So this section is called Good Health. Good Health. So, oops. All right. Good Health, and this is the title right here. So, a good reading strategy is to start out by reading the first sentence of each paragraph. That will tell you the topic of what is going on in each paragraph. So, what we can do is to start, read the first sentence of each paragraph. I will read them to you, and then I'll give you a few minutes to read this first part of the section here. There's more, there's three more paragraphs down below. So I'll give you a few minutes to do that reading. This is a good opportunity to use your notebook because you can take notes maybe on what each paragraph is about, or maybe questions you have or a word you don't know, you can write it down at this time when you're doing the reading. So, and then we'll come back, discuss it briefly, and then I'll give you a few more minutes to finish this next section. All right. So, going to put the monkey music back on, going to disappear from the screen, and I will come back in about 5 minutes and adjust the screen here for you to look, at the rest of the reading section. So, we will see you soon. Alright, so come back for just a second here. Hello. Alright, so I hope you had enough time to read these first 3 paragraphs. If you didn't, please say so in the comments and we can take another moment. But for now, I'm going to move it down just a little bit so that maybe if you still are working on this paragraph, that's okay. You can still see it, but you can also see the very end here. So I'll be back in just another moment, give you another maybe 3 minutes to finish the reading here, and we'll come back and discuss. So I will see you soon. All right, hello everybody. Welcome back. I see we had some nice discussion on the chat while we were doing the reading. Turn the video back on and hello. All right. So, I hope you had enough time to read these sections. If not, then just try to follow along as we are reading through this part together. So, I'm going to read through this with you, and so you can hear how the words are pronounced, see how I read it, and then we will discuss it a little bit, maybe go over a couple more questions, and we will conclude class. So, the article is called Good Health. So the first sentence of each paragraph, like we mentioned, involves the topic of the sentence. So, good health, the first sentence reads, the first sentence is the topic of the paragraph, usually. Most people would agree with the definition of good health as being a state where you are free from sickness. So it's introducing an idea. What does good health mean? Despite this, there are many different opinions about how a person can actually have good health. People used to only think of their health when they were sick. But these days, more and more people are taking measures to make sure they don't get sick in the first place. In this article, I will describe a few of the most common things that you can do to stay healthy. So, the introduction of the writing piece says, here's an idea for what people think it means to be healthy. But there are some other ideas. I'm going to tell you a few of those ideas. So we can expect that each of the next paragraphs will tell us some of the other ideas about a few things that people can do to stay healthy and what it means to be healthy, and how stress is involved with this probably too. So, the next paragraph here, starting at this part. One of the best things you can do for your body is exercise. But how much is enough? Not everyone agrees on exactly how much people should exercise each day. Some people think that doing simple things like cleaning the house are helpful. Other people do heavy exercise every day, such as running or swimming. One thing experts do agree on is that any kind of exercise is good for you. So this paragraph is about exercise. We see that in the first sentence. One of the best things you can do for your body is exercise. So maybe you're reading this paragraph and you read the first sentence and you know all of the words except the word exercise. What do? You can look for clues in the rest of the paragraph. So assuming you hear the word exercise, and maybe you are hearing the word exercise and thinking, I don't know what that is. That's okay. We can find out by reading the rest of the paragraph. So we see some discussion about this word exercise. Maybe you still don't know what that is. That's still okay. You see that it is something that many people say other people should do every day. So you say it's probably a good thing, probably not a bad thing. And then you come to some examples where the author is saying, here's some examples of exercise. We see simple kinds of exercise being cleaning the house. You think, okay, that's a little bit helpful, still doesn't give us an exact idea. But, okay, I can think that is an activity that I would do. There's a lot more we can go off of here. So, and then you see the next sentence says heavy exercise. So comparing something simple, cleaning the house is an easy example of this activity. Whatever it is, we still don't know what the word is. And a more intense, a more difficult or serious example of it would be running or swimming. And this is where it really helps us to narrow in and see what the clues, use the clues to to see what exercise is. We have examples, running and swimming. So maybe you do know maybe what running and swimming is. They're both activities, they're both things people do for physical fitness. They both help their bodies to feel good and get stronger. So exercise must mean activities that people are doing to help them feel good, help them be stronger. An example of a simple version of that could be cleaning the house. So you're not sleeping, you're not laying down or not moving, but it's not like very difficult usually, at least physically. Sometimes it can be, but compared to maybe running or swimming, you can see that it's a little bit going to be a little bit less physical work. So exercise is physical work. All right, so the next paragraph here. Next paragraph says, along with exercise, having a healthy diet can help promote good health. So first paragraph, talking about exercise. Second paragraph, talking about a good healthy diet. So we'll get some examples of what that would be. Foods like vegetables and fruits should be eaten several times each day. It is also important to eat foods high in fiber such as beans, grains, fruit, and vegetables. Fiber helps your body digest the food you eat. It also helps your body in other ways, such as decreasing the chance of getting some cancers, heart disease, and diabetes. Avoiding foods with a lot of sugar, salt, and fat is also a good idea. Eating these kinds of foods can lead to a variety of health problems. That means many different health problems. The main one being obesity. Obesity means having so much fat on your body that you are risking your health. So, let's see, talking about food in this section, in this paragraph, and we can see some examples of good foods to eat and foods you should avoid or not eat. So it's a good idea to eat, and maybe these are foods that you don't know the name of. You see the word grains, maybe, and you think, what is grains? What are grains? So you can write down that word on your notebook. Another option, since we have the power of the internet, would be to do a Google search for grains. And then you see pictures, you go, oh, I know this, like, maybe you make bread out of this, or tortillas out of this, or pasta out of this. And it's something that grows like a grass of some kind, and we eat these seeds. So these are all examples of grains. Again, just using different resources you have. In this class, you can type in your question into the chat feature, and we'll talk about what grains are, or whatever the question might be. And then again, you can use clues. You can look for help in the paragraph. So, what's this telling us? Giving us an example of some foods that are high in fiber, saying it's a good idea to do that. Again, maybe you don't know what fiber is, but you see, okay, that's a good thing, and maybe you do know what these foods are: beans, grains, fruit, and vegetables. You go, okay, what do they have in common? They have a certain characteristic that we would call fiber, and it's something that helps your body digest the food you eat, and decreases chance of getting cancer and heart disease and diabetes. These are all bad things. So we see the word decrease. You eat the good thing, and it stops a bad thing from happening. Avoiding food with a lot of sugar, salt, and fat is a good idea. Yeah. Eating these kinds of foods can lead to a variety of health problems, the main one being obesity. And this is very nice in this paragraph because it tells you exactly what obesity means. It means having so much fat on your body that you are risking your health. It's dangerous for your health. you don't you could get very sick because of your body has too much fat. All right, so here we go on the next couple questions, or excuse me, the next couple paragraphs. Starting with this sentence right here. So, in today's modern world, we all have some level of stress in our life. Different things cause stress for different people. Money problems, work and relationships with other people can all cause stress. It can also be caused by good things like getting married or moving into a new house. The important thing to remember is that you can never completely remove stress from your life. It will always be with you. Instead of trying to remove stress, people need to be aware of what causes them stress and find ways to reduce the impact that stress has on their lives. So, the first paragraph, exercise. Second paragraph, food and what you eat. And food, that's another way to talk about diet. Or sorry, that means diet. When we go up here and we see this word earlier, that's the food you eat. You would call it is your diet. And then we've got stress in the third paragraph here. So the basic idea of this paragraph is that everyone has some kind of stress, and that too much stress is not good, and stress comes from all kinds of different places, like maybe money problems. You don't have enough money, you feel stress. Work and relationships with other people. Somebody is really difficult at work, or you have a lot to do and not very much time. That causes stress. And even good things like getting married or moving to a new house or maybe having a baby or getting a new puppy. These are all good things but can still cause stress. And the idea that it speaks about here is that the important thing to remember is that you can never completely remove this stress from your life. So it will always be there. But what you can do is be aware of what causes stress and find ways to reduce the impact that stress has on you. So maybe I would say that last sentence there is giving us a clue into what the next paragraph will talk about. So we look down at the next paragraph, and sure enough, there are ways to fight against stress in your life. And this is the same idea as ways to reduce the impact of stress. So where this first way, they're both talking about ways you can make stress go down, to calm down. But yes, like Murad says, stress is inevitable. That's a very, very good vocabulary word, inevitable. It means you can't avoid it, cannot avoid it. It will always be there. So, some ideas about how to fight against stress, how to reduce stress or reduce the impact or effect of stress on your life. So, the first example gives here, exercise, and you'll see this sentence is a little bit, we have to change the writing here, but it also happens when you're reading books. Even reading books, you're reading something online, it's not uncommon to find a mistake. And if you find a mistake, it's good to have the skills to be able to look and see, what is this supposed to say? What went wrong here? We can still understand it. And you don't find, it's not the most common thing, but sometimes you do. So, good example. We can look here and see, and ports. That doesn't make sense. But if there's a space here and this letter is moved to the side, it would be and sports, which sports are a type of exercise. So yes, that does make sense. So we can understand this sentence even with the mistake. So it reads, exercise and sports are a great way to reduce stress. Other activities like Tai Chi, yoga, or taking a walk also help reduce stress. Changing the way you think can also reduce stress. Try living for now and don't worry about the future. So, some examples here. Exercise and sports, we talked about those in the beginning. If you do that, you will probably have less stress in your life. Our bodies need activity. There are other kinds of activities that are not necessarily a sport, or we would say like a heavy exercise, but are still very healthy activities for our stress and for our bodies. So Tai Chi and yoga, these are two examples. These are different ways of stretching and moving and relaxing your body and your mind. And it really helps to reduce stress and to help you have a healthy body. Also taking a walk. So maybe you are sitting at work or you're in your house and you become very stressed out about something and you just want to step away for a moment and maybe get outside, breathe some fresh air. It helps to reduce stress. And let's see. And then changing the way you think. So this isn't a physical way to help reduce stress. It's not a physical exercise, a physical activity like running or swimming or some other sport, but it is something that can help us reduce stress. If you change the way you think, maybe it's very easy for you to constantly worry about things, or very easy for you to constantly think, get anxious about things, or for me, that's very easy for me to worry about things that have not happened yet. So maybe I'm falling asleep at night and I'm laying in my bed and I think, like tomorrow I have to do this thing and I have to do the other thing, and then next week I have all of this other work to do. If I can change that thinking, it will reduce stress in my life, just like it says in the last paragraph here. Try living for now. When you're laying in bed at night, you don't have to worry about the work you have to do the next week. You can just relax, go to sleep, help to change the way you think. Don't worry about the future. And then our last paragraph here. The things just mentioned are only some of the ways that people can have good health. Doing these simple things can help you have a better life now and will lead to a longer and happier life in the future. So they gave a few examples. Examples about doing exercise, doing sports, being good to reduce stress, about having a healthy diet, how that can be good to promote your health and reduce stress. Some examples of other ways to do it, different kinds of things that aren't exercise or sports but are helpful. And then said, but there's so many more. So now for the last 5 minutes of class, what I will do is answer any questions you might have about the reading. I see we have some in the chat here, and then also if you have and also let's answer the question together. Some healthy ways of living. So just like it said at the very last paragraph here, there are only some of the ways people can have good health. So write in the chat other ideas you have for how people can have good health. So I will put the question in the chat feature here. I'll give you just a couple minutes to work on it because we're running short on time. And then I will answer Luciana's question, and and then we'll finish class. So I'll be back in just about 2 minutes this time, short time. So answer the question, what are some other ideas for how you can live a healthy life? Things that maybe we haven't talked about. And if you have any other questions, we'll discuss that. All right, and we're back. So sorry that was a shorter time this time. Hello, welcome back. All right, so let's look at some of the answers here. First, let's talk about Luciana's question. Very good question. She says, we see in the second paragraph, we have every day as one word, and shouldn't it be two words? So let's find what she's talking about here. Let's see, we have exercise each day. And here we go. Other people do heavy everyday exercise, such as running and swimming. So the difference here is that this is an adjective and it means common, an everyday activity. That's like something like brushing my teeth is an everyday activity every morning. Drinking water is an everyday activity. If it's two words, that's a noun. That's a noun and an adjective, and it means like something that is done daily. So every day I brush my teeth. Every day I drink water. Rather than an everyday activity is brushing my teeth. So in this case, I believe, yes, you are correct. It should be two words every day, because we're not saying the word every day like common here. We're saying like every single day, like something that people will do daily. So again, good job looking and seeing mistakes and still understanding the sentence. So we are just about out of time. I might run over 1 minute here, but so let's talk about some of the answers. So we've got eating healthy, great. We talked about that in this, and it's a really great idea for how to live a healthy life. Luciana says, doing things you like and trying to see the positive side of things that are not so good, but you have to do. Oh, absolutely. That's going to change your life. Change your life if you have a positive outlook. And Miguel agrees, it looks like. And I'm really glad Luciana also says that this is a great anti-stress moment in her life, and likes the way that we teach. So thank you very much. We appreciate that, and it makes me very happy that we can help reduce stress in your life. Doing things you love, says Kieran, like dancing, helps you to lead a healthy life. The way you think can influence our health positively or negatively, correct, Morad? And final one here from Yanina, trying to make a priority about what's important for your life and your life goals. Don't spend, I'm going to correct some of the grammar a little bit here. Maybe don't spend all of your resources to be good for everyone and every situation, because it's impossible. So maybe like all of your like energy, all of your time, all of your money. You don't have to do that to make everyone happy. Just realize what your goals are and make those a priority. So, all right, so it's 5:01 in the afternoon, my time, and which means that we've reached the end of this class. We are 1 minute over. So thank you everyone for joining me. I will be back here, same time, same place. Though I will be, to help reduce stress, gone on vacation Thursday. So there will be another teacher filling in my spot. And also next week on Tuesday, I'll still be on vacation. So I can reduce some stress, step away from work for a little bit. So once again, this is Smart English from the Spokane College of English Language. If you have questions, if you're interested in registering for one of our classes, you can check us out on the YouTube page, or you can go to this webpage like I mentioned earlier. So thank you very much, everyone. It's been wonderful having you today. Thank you, Kareem, and thank you for helping to moderate the class, and I look forward to seeing everyone soon.